What's up, guys? This is the Rifleman, and I am back to bring you to the next episode of my why has it gone all so ugly? Welcome to the next episode of my Napoleon Total War Let's Play as the French Empire. And in this episode, we're defending against a force of Russian attackers who dared to capture the city of Prague from us. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack on. So we are fighting a defensive engagement. We are not interested in attacking. We just simply want to push them back. So the Russians have actually expanded their efforts in the south. Well, the south for us anyway. So we need to make sure that we don't leave Vienna too exposed. But let's... I think I want to hold... It's the over here on the right is where I want to hold. Part of the reason why I'm so confident is we've got oodles and oodles of infantry, which is really nice. Drop. Gun. Fortify. Fire with the French. The Irish Legion, although that's not ideal because I have to start cresting the hill. Push forward and try capture the hill. Don't want too many protrusions from the line that could be easily focused on. Unless you effectively... I'm just deploying all the wrong units. You guys are deployed. Okay. Good solid position left. The 12-pounder up on this high ground towards the rear, although that's the same 12-pounder I've already deployed. There we go. Chasseur can't place stakes, but they can place these. Oh, just a second, guys. Sorry about that. Let's drop. I guess let's have a bit of a reserve, I suppose. If I'm going to do that, I may as well deploy all my reserves up front with these stakes, just to really complicate efforts of Russian cavalry. I do need to beef up the right flank a bit. Just something like that. Okay. My cavalry they just have to wait to see how the battle unfolds. Let's recall. I think I might have to try and hold this portion of the ridgeline. Speed up time and probably got my cavalry over here. Well, they have cavalry pushing the right flank. I'm not that bothered about it because I can just dump my guys into square. They've not got the artillery to stop me from doing that. Really, I want my artillery to try and aim at their 6-pounders, to give them no opportunity. Or limit their opportunities to engage us. And to be honest, all these troops on the right flank, do I just dump them into square anyway? Because there's no infantry nearby to try and take advantage of it. A late order there. So my other 12-pounders in the rear are just shooting at whatever targets they see fit.
A glorious victory, sir, is
Whenever,
soon to be
whenever I
yours.
use barrage, it's like, ah, it's a glorious victory. Let him hit something first. If you get a good hit, we could potentially take all of the guns out at once. Would be really nice. Not if we keep missing. There we go, that's a hit. Just the one gun taken out though. They've rebalanced, or they are rebalancing their lines, so we are wider than we might. Pull my chasseur back. Reduce my line. Probably move my cavalry over on the right as well. Because that's clearly the focus of their effort. Oh, excellent. We got their last two guns. We've got two more of their guns rather, and so the last gun is routing. I'm happy to keep engaging while they run. Not trying to whittle down some of their cavalry. Come on, you fellows. Like I said, you're trying to break my siege. You got to come at me. So it makes, may as well just speed up time. They are pushing flank. Which case, my flank is going to swing. Not just going to sit here passively. Something like that, which is it's not great, but something like that will do for now. Alright, well, off just while my guys go through. Although they did... I suppose they're not firing at will. They were engaging targets I desire them to attack. Or desired to attack. I gave them orders. Ah, well, they'll start pummeling shots into their musket troops. Get the chasseur over here. The more time they waste by just manoeuvring around shoddily, worse it's going to be for them. Jaeger. Fun. They look pretty neat. However, they have had zero impact on the battle at the moment. They're going to have a good old redeploy, or they're actually going to advance. Like a good old redeploy. And my artillery just gets to shoot at them for a bit longer. Okay, I'm going to bring you guys back when something actually happens. So, see you in a minute, everyone. Literally, as soon as I cut the recording, they started advancing. So, cavalry pushing on the left. My infantry are exposed, but squares will deal with them in short order. You better charge or else there's gonna be trouble. Go. Now the Russian infantry are committing. Make sure we don't overextend.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Even though the cavalry charged my chasseur cheval, there's just far too much firepower for them to do anything about. Now let's start to roll up the flank. You men chase down the 9th. You men drop into square because I think you're the target for the 4th Light Horse. 21st Lancers are broken. Start to bring some of these other Fusilier detachments to bear on the Russian right flank. Militia, they're exposed on the high ground. Chase down the 2nd Lancers. Cavalry still on the field. Both these units pop into squares while these guys are dealt with. Okay, the enemy strength is crumbling. 12th Lightfoot. Put a good volley into the flank of that militia unit, and then we'll push them off the hill. Cavalry's defeated again. Start to work around the flank again. 4th Regiment, they're holding that hill quite stubbornly. There's the enemy general working his way around the rear. We want to try and get our line up something like that. Militia do not want to run. Some of my infantry's a bit upset. The Russian Jaegers doing a lot of damage. Push forward, threaten that general staff. Yeah, the morale of the militia's not bad. Okay, there we go. Now the Jaeger's in trouble because we're in position to start pouring massed musketry into their ranks. Oh, they've popped a morale boosting measure. Excellent. Get my chasseur
One of
cheval
our
out the
units
way.
has used all its ammunition, sir.
Get up here. The militia finally broke. Push our men to the top of the hill. Not going to be able to get a full surround off. The enemy may charge us with bayonets. So let's get my general over onto the flank. Concentrate your artillery fire onto the 28th Regiment of Foot. Excellent. Start to ratchet forward. Light infantry are engaging the enemy toe to toe. We can knock out the 76th in short order. Then my cavalry in to try and go for the general staff. There we go, excellent. Try stand cavalry unit against the 56th Regiment. If we do that, we can seal off this cauldron and entomb the Russian army. So we do have some militia units outside. General. Captain, rather. Engaging the general with fire. Lancers get the 4th Regiment. Cannot resist the temptation to surround. Oh, the enemy are in. They've made into bayonet charge range. General's still in here, or is he gone? Oh, he's shattered, but where do you go? There isn't anywhere to go. You're shot to pieces. Although the general's not dead, so he's one of these guys. Okay, well, there's a unit outside the cauldron. There we go, we got him in the crossfire. Just let these units get shot to ribbons. The 75th are gone. Yeah, what the hell. That wasn't bad at all. Ozarovsky lost nearly his entire army. Oh, sound bug. So yeah, apparently, yeah, this kind of proves it. People saying that it does manifest itself physically, quote. They're not attacking Oldenberg. Good. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh. That sound bug manifests itself on somewhere on the map. So you just move away from it. It resolves itself, and then you go back. Oh, go on, Spain. Keep irritating the Austrians. Spy in Provence. Okay. Student. Oh, great. Easier has a manufactory. First of all, let's just resolve the Battle of Prague. Brought the territory back under our control. Let's get the army reinforced. Good recruitment of France, trying to stand up Almaraz's new army. Got a bunch of elites. Let's get some light infantry. Regiment d'Infanterie, or the 6th Regiment d'Infanterie Légère. Let's get one of them, plus a Voltigeur unit. And we could probably do with line infantry. Let's get one unit of the Braves, plus Fusiliers. Excellent. Workers on strike. No, they aren't anymore. You're moving up to reinforce Ney. Napoleon need to be here anymore? No, they don't. The Danton. I mean, you may as well occupy it for now. Set in. Let's upgrade the government building. Let's upgrade the port at Kolberg. Let's build a sloop at Murat. There's nobody to oppose you, so you can push on towards Danzig. Napoleon, I want you to push on to here. I want Ney. Stay where he is to reinforce. Breslau. You can stay where you are for now. Or this army can stay where it is. The city obviously has to stay where it is. Establish a spy network in Königsberg, which shows us they've got nothing. Good listener. Good. Retook Bohemia. Let's upgrade the Court of Justice. And before the Dutch can try and cheat us of this victory, let's attack the city of Oldenburg, because it'd be quite fun to have an enormous allied presence. Valentin Hofstadter, with a lot of Landwehr militia and armed citizenry. The army in the field that's been battered will come in to try and reinforce. So what I'm not going to... Obviously, if you want to optimise these things, I guess, you want the Dutch... Because I've initiated the attack, if we win, I get the city regardless. So it's in my interest to let the Dutch do the killing and the dying, so I win with minimal cost. But that doesn't seem fun. To me, I want to see an enormous battle, and if I accidentally kill Dutchmen through volley fire, artillery fire, or whatever, that's fine. But these happen so oh God alive! Oh God, sorry about that. Holy hell! Right. My £8. And that's where this is where I want to be. I mean, this army needs a bit of sprucing. Do 3 infantry units, 8-pounder. Let's put my grenadiers plus an infantry unit in the center with another 8-pounder. 3 units out wide. Group my chasseur on the right. Bells will follow up behind. French hussards and chasseurs cheval on the right. The French Old Guard Grenadier à Cheval. They are ranged cavalry. 120 range, 38, 19, 10. They're really good, but 18, 20, 20, 22 melee stats. Compare that to my Hussards unit, which are already, they're ranked or level 3 veterans. They're just better, so much better. But that's the cavalry unit for that flank. Lancers and heavy cav on the left. General in the center. Okay, so I want Meant to click that. Going to take that much longer now because I'm a dumb. Dutch are coming in on their right flank, my left. The Dutch are in a great position to start the killing early. My 12s push up to the high ground behind my line. Here come the Dutch. Militia, the 6th Regiment of Hussards, one of their special regiments. General Staff, Line Infantry. You're in trouble. Okay, let's speed up time. Okay, let's make sure my line is running because they're advancing. I want my line to at least be in position. I'm happy for my guns to take a bit of time to catch up, but I want my line to be here anyway. There's a mine. Interesting. They're rebalancing to try and deal with both of these threats at once. But of course, oh, it's the first time I've actually seen these Dutch grenadiers in action. They look pretty good. Ooh, a bit stuttery. Interesting. Dutch are moving in. So both the 8-pounders together in one grand battery. The top light infantry behavior. Let's assume that the Dutch can deal with those lancers. Heavy cavalry. Their general, no less. Get him. Well, I need to make sure I don't lose all my cavalry to their silly stakes. So let's give my lancers an order to run around them. I'm happy for my cavalry to shoot a bunch of Dutch soldiers in the back. Get your carbines ready, my lads. I mean, if you want to take forever about it, we'll just charge anyway. All the first shots are traded places. Kill their idiotic commander-in-chief. Although not if you're going to run. Why did you run? Fine. I'm not going to waste my cavalry with silly attacks like that. They're going to make their way around the state. Battle has been joined. Should have. You haven't got time to sit there anymore. Yeah, they are just backing themselves into a corner here, aren't they? Very well. We will start to sneak around the flank and box them. 12-pounders are nearly in position. Will they make my 8-pounder go around the outside? You actually going to shoot them? You're actually going to shoot the general? My God. Well, I didn't want to sit here and just wait for the Dutch to help, because that wasn't necessarily going to happen. Well, as it is... Okay, 1 second. I need to quickly... I think I might have to close some tabs. Just a second. Okay, this should be a little better. Although we're still getting sound issues. I think it might just be because of all the Dutch troops joining in the action as well. Just pour fire into them. 12-pounders are in position, so unlimber. Enemy general killed. Good. My cavalry just shot him to pieces off the saddle. Massive enemy rout. Their entire army is effectively just retreating the field. Fusiliers are engaging at point blank range. The middle guard. Actually, we didn't get a good look at the middle guard, but this is like his hat. A rather spiffy hat. Okay, so the enemy reinforcements are coming in from back here. So let's get aggressive. The enemy stops routing. We will engage them in bayonet charges. We will force them off. We will not allow them to reform. Even though there's a lot of stakes here.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Hit them, although there's lots of stakes around, so we'll be careful. The Rainier, get up here. Eight-pounders aren't going to be in range, though. We have well and truly hounded the Oldenberg forces off of the map. Okay, right. Push forward again. Crushed their will to carry on. These units can get out of light infantry behavior. Did the unit just rout as soon as it joined the field? The way my 12s don't have the range to contribute anymore. My 8s do, but just lob shells sort of in the right area. These poor devils. Your previous command. See, look, this is why I didn't want to wait for them. Look, by the time we formed up, what's the point? Dude, the light infantry might not get a look in. General staff is just going to sit here. My 12-pounders need to haul ass closer to try and be of any use. But I think once my infantry's set up, it's not going to matter anyway. We're going to get a lot of routing. Because they're so close, as soon as they rout, there's no opportunity for them to come back. They're confident. Your little empire, your kingdom, your country never stood a chance. There we go, and the Dutch weren't even involved. Couldn't even kill that general that was right in front of them. Close victory indeed. My man, you do not know the meaning of the word. Nice. Peacefully occupy. Get rid of the government building. Replace it with a civil administration building. These armies can refit. Yes, you are recruiting cavalry. You can refit, ready to push against Schwerin-Mecklenburg. Then we'll follow up with an attack, because that will kick off war with Denmark. So these two armies can push up and attack the city. Then one of them will probably get transported by sea to Norway. Then we can begin a land campaign against Stockholm. Steam pumped iron mine. Keep upgrading everything. We've got so much money, and we still got to deal with. Is it Sicily and Naples we're at war with? It hasn't really caused any issues. At some point, we need to just barge through here and attack the Papal States, but we are not overly worried about. Let's get another Fusilier unit to sit outside Vienna. Here's. You're within range. The question is, are you going to go north to try and take Prague back, or are you going to swing south and attack Vienna? Still, at least it's Oldenberg destroyed. We've given that spy a job to do. Austria's hostile with us. Let's trade. Unsurprising. Okay. Henri de la Borde. You might go towards this front. Keep an eye on the Russians. We've got loads of armies here ready to continue the attack against Prussia. Once we've done that, Russia's in trouble, because that's now they've got a front again, a front they have to actually worry about. In terms of tech, one more turn till we get dialectics. Dialectics increases our research rate. Main thing is it gets on university and Supreme Court. Not overly bothered about the Masonic law, although it does. Has to recruit some cool units. Camels. Oh, yes. Get some camels. Okay, but this army, the main thing is this army is built up. good. At some point, we do need to just destroy the Batavian Republic. Once we do that, we need to destroy the Swiss and Württemberg as well, because they'll be anxiously looking at the target that's on their backs. So for now, let's continue with our war against the main empires rather than our allies. Austria's there. They're dealing with the Ottomans. They're not in a position to declare war on us. And even if they were, I mean, Vienna would be at risk, but not irrecoverably so. You're going to try and position to ambush us? Luca wants to try and save Danzig. Admirable, but futile. Napoleon is on his way. Although Napoleon's got his eye on Königsberg. Another Russian army coming into play. Were you going towards Breslau? I don't want to ambush them because this force will get obliterated. Yeah, there we go. So you've got Vienna under siege. There's another Russian army in the area, so we need to lift the siege carefully. The main order of the day. We need to do it carefully. 33,000. I might want to do a bit of a check to make sure we've not doubled up any spies. Easy, very easy to lose track on who is gone. Yes, Vienna is besieged, but we should be able to push them back off of it. Get in, let's get better roads. Trade the farmland. Murat can put Danzig under siege. We'll probably fight it. We will fight it. Napoleon is just going to get an order to march straight on through towards Königsberg. He's in the area for the fight. You might advance towards the Russians to see if we can entice them to attack. I might recruit a handful of Fusiliers. Best way for you. Nowhere for now, because you need your grenadier. Good. Suppose you need to get on the... We need to go this way, not to the south, but you need to get towards threatening Warsaw, because actually, yeah, Russia's not very far away from being annihilated. So in France, we've got our artillery à pied, which is just a better 12-pound across the board. Same amount of firepower, same range, but just more accurate, better reloading skill, higher morale. 4 spaces, 1 more unit of regular Fusiliers. Need. And you're ready to commit. Where's Mr. Delaborde? Now he's in the picture. Because of our superior road network, he's brought to bear. So when we fight this action now, he's available as a reserve. So let's probably get... The last thing we want is the general. Probably his artillery as well. Lots of lancers. Lots of 6-pounders. Not much infantry. So we will do just fine. This is part of the issue about not being at war with Austria. Interesting. I can see the map. There we go. Okay. It wasn't showing on OBS. We're not at war with Russia. So we can't advance in. No, we're not at war with Austria, sorry. So we can't advance into Austrian territory and attack the Russian armies before they attack us. We are at a disadvantage. As we are, in a way, with our large force of a large force of 8 6-pounders. We're going to need to advance towards the enemy to bring him to action.
Weather, sir. Wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
God damn it does. Pretty sure they'll lob shells over at that distance. Not even in range, so much of a muchness moment. Get our line formed. General out wide. Elite cavalry. My elite, my larger cavalry component on the right. You guys limbered up? Have indeed. Excellent. Okay. That's probably the better position. As soon as our artillery gets into action, that's when the Russians suddenly start panicking. We'll both be in range by the time our 6s get in. Might actually start shooting at my general. I might actually put the 8s. Get them into action a bit faster. Cause them a bit of a decision-making problem. Idle, not in combat, inspired by unit. Sixes will be in range. Yeah, they go well in range. All my artillery just smack their artillery.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
There they go, more of their artillery's shown itself. Okay, now my 8s start picking off their cavalry. My 6s.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
He should, asterisk, be fine. So much cavalry. But they are coming after us, and that's okay. My lancers are slightly off axis in the trees. Staff and lancers at the back. Make sure my chasseurs cheval are up front. Come on, cavalry, my infantry line's so exposed. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Oh, they've got their lances up. And where's? Keep my sixes to engage the enemy infantry. Here come the enemy cavalry. Beating them off. That unit's shattered, actually. Holy. Okay, push up on the flank. So let's bring my lancers over here. This is the area where focusing on the cavalry might distract us long enough for them to get into bayonet range. But we do have enough spare capacity on the flank that is a risky proposition, especially when their general's right there. Go get him. Yeah, I don't mind that their cavalry makes it to our line. They're getting shot to pieces. Yeah, they're broken already. Some of their gun teams are incredibly vulnerable. The cavalry's made it to their general. Look at these. They're trying to find out where to charge, but there's nowhere to go because everybody's in the square. Get my cavalry back out of the way.
Our men are running, sir.
What are they doing? No, they must have got charged and then just chased after them. You did that yourself. My cavalry go after their artillery. My artillery smack their infantry positions. French hussars go over on the back as well. Excellent. Expand our advantage on the right flank. Also send more cavalry to go deal with their artillery. Okay, make ready. So the morale is a bit upset. We're being attacked by, we were being attacked by lancers. Enemy generals over on this flank now, trying to bolster his detachment. I guess we're still getting sound issues in the rain. What are you doing? These gunners, I'm gonna have ya! That's right, lead the Russians into a melee before they get annihilated by fire by rank. Why you don't just attack? There's their general staff. He's stuck his head above ground trying to save his men. Failing abysmally. Here he is, get him. So this unit just charged through this Russian unit, get some kills. Charge into the 72nd. Okay, let's start to fold in the flanks.
We have killed their general, sir.
Excellent.
Now we must break.
Enemy general is dead. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts. Excellent. Is that everybody? It is. Okay, we are going to carry on, but I'm going to make all my artillery ceasefire.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Just try and just kill as many Russians as you can. I'm not overly bothered about killing particular units because they're all just musketeers. Just kill as many as you can. Damage their force so much. Can't respond in the way that they want to. They're going to be forced to pull this army back, or be forced to commit another army to the defeat of Vienna. Reinforcements, help please. You've got them. They're gone. All of you guys try and attack 72nd Regiment because everybody else is on with killing the last handful of guys from the... Oh, they got him. You know, it's everybody against the 72nd. Oh no, they got stuck on a tree. Then rip them all down. Teach them what it means to make war against the Republic of France. I just slow it down so I didn't screw it up. So the pathfinding might screw it up for me. One guy. What are you doing? It's one guy right there and there's still, well, I don't know, boss, you might be over here. Holy smokes. Still. Successful mission. But why are you telling me now? Either way. Oh, Henri Delaborde is a brave soldier. He wasn't even in the fight. Still. I'm not going to fortify. I think battles are going okay. I don't need to. There you go. Now this one. Well, what can I? Austria. Demand you break alliance with the Russian Empire, and I will offer you entire treasury. And let's give them top gallant. So they've broken their alliance. Hasn't happened. Hasn't had the outcome I was hoping. I was hoping they'd lose trade. They'd lose true access. Well, either way. Makes no odds to me. Right, next action is take Murat and attack Danzig. Napoleon is in reserve, but we don't really want to bring him in. Let's bring in some cavalry instead if we're going to bring anybody in. But looking at the timer, I think this might be for the next episode. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for the Battle of Danzig. Cheers, everyone.